giving us these type of fights. I think at a time like this, bro, you gotta give a guy like, Benavidez a shot. Even though I like Andrade, man, I like him because he's been out there so long.
Don't get it sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine.
Why don't you get the hell out of there?
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you been ducking me? Politics, man. This country wants to keep me down. Keep everybody weak. I don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
You know, you got a big mouth, you know?
Why don't you come out and close it, boy? Come on. Come on.
You tired, dog. This guy's crazy. Don't listen to him.
The little man don't want to come to me. Then I'll come to you people and lay out the truth. I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. I'm telling you and everybody here, I'll fight him anywhere, anytime, for nothing. Fight him! But you people ain't never gonna see it happen because he's gonna retire. You see, he don't fight no real man.
Hello, when you gonna fight Andrade, man? Never.
He's been out there so long. You feel me? Olympian, man. He won a medal. The man can fight. They won't put him in there with anyone that can really give him that platform to take off. And it's just been, it's how they do, man. They just let you rot out there, bro. And I just don't like that because the man is a talent. He just ain't connected with the right people, to get him these opportunities.
You gonna fight Andrade?
Canelo.
No?
Canelo.
He's horrible? He's not a horrible fighter. He's a two-time, he's two-division champion.
But the man can fight no matter what they say, and he'll be a threat to all these guys, but they won't fight him. And it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yes, it is a shame what happened to Demetrius Andrade. But Canelo Alvarez's legacy will never be able to live down the fact that they avoided this man. No matter how much they want to trash him, and say he's this and say he's that. When it's been known that he's ducked this cat for damn near 10 years. No, 10 years exactly. So when it comes to Demetrius Andrade and they calling him garbage and this, that, and the third, let's take a little survey right here, okay? Number one, there's no denying that he's a talented fighter. But they literally had to wait 10 years to say something about Demetrius Andrade. They had to wait till Demetrius Andrade didn't fight a Zach Parker to finally say he ducked somebody. That's what they don't notice. You've waited 10 years to be able to say this guy has ducked somebody. 10 years you've waited to be able to say something. But before then, it was this. Do you remember when they said they didn't want Demetrius Andrade to fight Canelo Alvarez because he was weird? You got to remember it. Yeah, the excuse back then was he was weird. He hasn't fought anybody and he's weird. Okay? 8, 9, 10 years later, oh, he ducked Zach Parker, that's why. So how could you say that when he's doing that? You had to wait that long to say something about this guy. You had to wait that long. Now keep in mind, I am no way, shape, or form advocating for Demetrius Andrade to get a shot with Canelo Alvarez. Just simply point out the fact that he is a talented fighter. That they denied that they didn't want to see him get a shot with Canelo Alvarez for the same reason Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight a David Benavidez, and didn't want to fight Charlo or anybody else. They didn't want Canelo Alvarez to lose to a black guy. Now let's take it. They say he's garbage, right? Take the survey right here. They say Demetrius Andrade is garbage. They say Gervonta Tank Davis is garbage. They say Devin Haney is garbage. And they say Shakur Stevenson is garbage. Now, if we were just doing a balance of numbers right here, there's no way all those fighters can be considered garbage. They all sit in different spectrums as far as the boxing palette goes. Okay, you got one guy that's very popular, this and that, don't have all the names. Then you got another guy that's not as popular, but has all the hardware. He has all the undisputed titles. He beat the guy that was the guy. Then you have another guy who's extremely talented. He don't really have the clout, you know what I'm saying? He don't really have a resume, but he's passing the eye test. All of them have different personalities. All of them are different stages in their career. Yet all of them are called garbage. All of them, they would be called boring, but you can't call Gervonta Tank Davis boring. But all of those fighters are called garbage. So who are these people that's declaring these fighters are no good in order to not get shots? Because you have undisputed champions that y'all call ain't garbage, are boring, he doesn't deserve a shot, email champion, this, and that. You have one of the biggest stars in boxing that you ridicule and say he ain't this and he ain't that. You got one guy that'll box your socks off, and you got one guy that'll nail guys to the canvas with knockout shots. Neither one is good enough for these people because they still judge them all in the same as being garbage, non-entertaining, bullshitting, low resume having fighters. So what is the perfect fighter to be able to get a fight with a so-called Canelo Alvarez? You got to be a John Ryder. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a John Ryder or something like that. Like, let us know, because certainly Demetrius Andrade had a better resume than his sparring partner that he fought coming off of a loss. Surely he had a better resume than him. Surely Caleb Plant's resume couldn't have been of any lower caliber than Demetrius Andrade. Oh, but he was a champion. So was Demetrius Andrade. At that time when he wanted to become undisputed. This dude put undisputed on pause for 10 years because somebody was sitting there that he didn't want to fight. It's just a shame at the end of the day, man. You know? But before then, he was weird. His resume is poor. Then after that, he ducked Zach Parker and stuff like that. And look at all these detectives when it comes to ducking, but they couldn't see nothing when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. At the end of the day, unfortunately, especially when you're dealing with this demographic of fans and this kind of boxer, it boils down to a racial thing. You know what I'm saying? What it always boils down to, and it's fucked up as sport. But people try to act like it is not so. No, it's a big factor in what a lot of stuff that goes on in boxing today. Yes, it is disgusting, isn't it? But they're okay with it as long as they get to hide their fighter at the end of the day and expose yours. This is why I don't listen to them when they say, oh, we want to see the best fight. No, you only want to see the best fight the best when the two fighters is black. Let me say that again. They're only interested in seeing the best fight the best when the two fighters is black. That's the only time they want to see the best fight the best. Other than that, they're not interested. Don't be talking about no Manny Pacquiao versus Vasily Lomachenko. Don't be talking about nothing like it. Don't ask who has the greater resume between Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao. Don't ask those kind of questions. That's not what it's about. This is about Mayweather, who's better than him, and who Gervonta's not fighting, and how soft hitting Devin Haney hands is, and stuff like that. That's what it's about. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.